All right, Shalom. We are the brothers from GMS Camp Atlanta. And first and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Kodash, on the brothers Zakaria.
Kasha Kuala,
And we would like to give all double honors to
the apostles and elders.
Elders of Great Millstone, Khan, Dwada. We're going to get into it, What do you want to get into?
Khan, we're going to go into the Valley of Jehoshaphat and Armageddon and how they're synonymous, okay? So this is Revelation 16 and 16. And he gathered them together in a place called, into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon, all right? And when you go into that word Armageddon, in the Hebrew, it's Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon 1, which means what? Gathering up the troops?
Yep.
Khan.
Which means gathering of the troops. And when you look it up, we're going to even get the Greek of it as well, just for edification purposes.
Strong's G 717, Armageddon. Armageddon.
It's Armageddon, and it means the hill or city of Megiddo. And you can read about Megiddo in 2 Chronicles the 35th chapter, where King Josiah ultimately, passed away by getting shot by an arrow. But in that particular battle, it was a gathering of the troops. And we wanted to bring out Armageddon, line it up hand in hand with Joel 3 and 2.
Khan.
I'll read it. You can, break it down.
Khan.
It says, Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
And that word Jehoshaphat, which actually means Yahweh judgment, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Because then we just read what? The gathering of the troops.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to judge the troops. It's going to be his judgment.
Right.
He's going to come back. Once he break through those clouds, they're going to go to they're going to go against the Lord. And don't the scriptures say he's a man of war?
That's right.
And you can get the
Joel 3, just for edification purposes, we're gonna get Jehoshaphat, and the word there is Yahweh Shaphat, okay? And it means it says Jehovah, but it's Yahweh has judged, so it's the judgment that Yahweh is going to bring onto these men that are fighting this battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Where is the Valley of Jehoshaphat? It's over there in the Middle East, which is our land, where the Garden of Eden is ultimately the dwelling place of the Garden of Eden. Okay, it's not Eden right now. It's not plenteous anymore. It's mainly a desert over there because of what? The children are out of the land.
God.
What children? The children of Israel. Okay? That's why it says, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. He's going to plead with them there for his people, which are the Israelites, and for the heritage of the Israelites. It says, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So they parted the land too. Now it's Iran. Now it's Afghanistan. Now it's Pakistan. Now it's that little bit of Israel. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Esau does too. Well, what does it say? What he changed the ordinance thereof?
Oh yeah, we can get that. Because Esau is a goddamn devil.
Yeah.
And you are not safe from the men of the Lord. We're always gonna get on you. So this is Isaiah, the 24th chapter, in verse 5. And I'll read it for you, brother. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, or the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
That's basically what these devils did, you know. Change the ordinances, take certain things out, you know, so the men of the Lord won't, you know, get the understanding of. But through the power of Yahweh Shem Shah, we did get the understanding. Lifting up that skirt, you know. That goes back to that crafty counsel too.
That's right.
You know,
we'll pull that too.
God.
Because Esau, when you're going, Esau's very sneaky and conniving, and that word craft can be synonymous with those words. And the animal I think of is a fox. When it's like very cunning and crafty, or a cat, a domesticated cat. Even big cats, you know, they're very sneaky in their ways, man. So this is Psalm 80. You got it too, bro. And this is Psalm 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And that goes back to what we just read, which is a good precept. They're taking away the ordinance thereof. They don't want to, you know, put that whole map as far as like Israel being Israel, as far as our heritage. They don't want that. That's why they're throwing all different types of stuff. That's why they've driven us away from that place. You know?
That's right.
But yeah, we can get back on topic.
Well, we right on topic.
Right,
you know? Because this is what Esau has done, and this is why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Karkadash is going to take all the other nations and put them in one specific set of land. That's where you get 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, but that's why he's going to put them in that set of land and deal with them there. And you're going to come pay them a visit. You know what I'm saying? There was something else.
And if I can say too, you don't want the Lord to visit you, but y'all gonna get it.
Yeah, that's right there.
You know?
That's right. I'm going to read verse 4 too, because you had said something. Because it says in Joel 3 and 2, it says he will plead for the children of Israel in their heritage. And you said, which they've cut off from us. You know what I'm saying? It says the same thing in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, in verse 5. It says, or verse 4, I want to say. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So they try to cut us Israelites off from our power, but that's literally impossible.
Yeah.
You know?
So what does it say in Baruch? You know, we shall remember our heritage in the name again.
You want to get it, bro?
Yeah, come. Yeah.
Come. What's that, Baruch?
I think 201.
Come. You keep talking, bro.
Yeah, but what the brother's about to bring out, we're going to explain how we're going to, remember our heritage. How we're going to remember we're basically Israelites. How we're going to come back to our power through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're going to call on his name again, which is not Jesus Christ and none of that, We're calling on the actual name of our power source, the creator, Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh Shah. Yeah, you got it.
That's right. Hold on.
I think it's flip a page.
Come.
Yeah, start. You can just start at 29.
Con. This is Baruch chapter 2, verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. Want me to keep going?
God, keep going.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, their power, for I will give them in heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord.
And that's what we're actually seeing today. That should boost your faith up too, because that's prophecy. We're actually seeing these things come to pass. We're actually seeing what? More men are starting to wake up through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, starting all the way up to the apostles and elders, all the way down, man. We see nations being built up,
That's right.
you know, which is your pot thing, which is beautiful.
That's right.
God,
That's right.
you got it, bro.
And with that happening, we understand that at the same time, these that's a prophecy. At the same time, this prophecy is happening as well. There's going to be a big domino effect. So one more time, Joel 3:2, I will also gather all the nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. That's right. So they're going to go in the Middle East and they're going to plead with the Most High. And like we said, Yahweh Shaphat means Yahweh has judged, or the valley of judgment, or the valley of decision. So here's the word judge, which I'm going to read the second, because I hate saying that word, use context, because that's what the heathens be using against us. But literally, use context. It says a person, what would pertain to what Joel is saying. It says a person who decides the result of a competition or watches for infractions of the rules. And we just read Isaiah 24:5, where it says he transgressed
Against the law,
against the laws and the ordinances. Go ahead, bro.
Which is you breaking the rules, because of who? Esau. Don't the scriptures say a wicked king, the people mourning?
Yep.
You're a wicked king, so you're not going to give us our laws that was given unto us, the children of Israel.
That's right.
Because you're a wicked king. Don't the scriptures also say what? That you're a profane person, which is actually ungodly?
Well, profane means, when you go into the word profane, it means outside of the temple.
Outside of the temple? The water.
Con.
But yeah, you're not going to do these things to it. You're not going to give us our laws and heritage. The Lord actually had to give it back to us through the Spirit.
That's right. That's right.
And you guys have a lot of pride too to go against our power.
Y'all some dummies.
Y'all some dummies. Me and the brother was, chopping it up. That laser and the chair moved out the way.
Yeah.
The angel probably went to your house. I'm like, man, did you see this man?
Like, he really tried to shoot a laser at a chariot, and he had the audacity to want to blow up the moon. This man, he has to be taken out, man. That's why Edom and all these other dumbass nations, Moabites, Ammonites, all of them, are going to be gathered up in the valley of Jehoshaphat to get dealt with. Okay? Y'all going to get dealt with. That's how Jake talk, man. We going to deal with you, bro. Y'all going to get touched. You know what I'm saying? So it says again, a person who decides the result of a competition. And like the brother said earlier, he quoted, the Most High is a God of war. All right? He's a real God of war. Which God is power. He likes war. Okay, all right. And this is a competition when he comes back. Who got the bigger guns? Which is a rhetorical question. Or guns, which is a rhetorical question. Because Esau gonna come with his stuff against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, but it's definitely not gonna prevail. Matter of fact, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
John, and that's how you know it's in us too. Like, look at Jake today. Who got the baddest woman? Who got the best car? Who got the more money? Who got more money? The better house? Man, he gonna crack these guys and say, "I got the best."
That's right.
I got the best of everything. And you had the nerve to go against the Lord, Esau. Where we went to the stars, we see this and that, so we think we can take you on. Nah, y'all can't take our power on, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to destroy all you. Like the brother just said, y'all going to get dealt with. And you can bring up what you was going to bring up, bro.
I'm going to pull up on the screen, but read 17 and 14. This is Revelation 17 and 14. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up real quick. All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 17 and 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
And we know who the Lamb is. It's that man who's got spot and blemish, who's the only one worthy enough and acceptable enough to do that sacrifice for the elect 144. okay, which is Yahweh Shai. So go ahead.
God, for he is Lord of lords,
Mm-hmm.
King of kings,
Mm-hmm.
and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
So let 144.
God.
So go ahead.
Verse 15, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people
Mm-hmm.
and multitudes and nations and tongues, and then 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
Oh, Salat. There was another verse because that's speaking about the multitude, that whore that sitteth upon them was America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because we understand in Zechariah 13th chapter that the peaceful multitude or the elect, 1/3 are going to come out of that land, which is speaking about America. Now, the peaceful multitude you can read about in Revelation 7, Salak. But there was another scripture that talked about how they should war with the Lamb in oh, never mind. That was the scripture I just read. But it said it said these shall make war with the Lamb. Who are these that shall make war with the Lamb? The men that are going to be gathered, according to Revelation 16:16, and Armageddon, or Yahweh Shaphat. Those are the men that are going to be gathered together to fight against the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, pursuant to when you read 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay? So we're going to get, but the point of the matter is, it says the result of a competition. We just read in Revelation 17:14 the result of this competition that's about to come. And it's not going to be a pretty result for the Edomites and the other other 17 nations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not going to be a pretty sight for them. All right, that the 18th nation that they call the 18th nation, but we're the number one nation, is gonna prevail. Okay, and we're gonna get the word gather, and then we're gonna close it out. This is the word gather in the Old English. Gadrian, unite, agree, assemble, gather, collect, store up. So the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to store up these heathens and gather these great multitude of armies or hosts in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is over there in the Middle East, which they're fighting over there right now in Syria, and He's going to deal with them. You know.
God, you know. And
you
also, they're gathering. He's going to gather you up because the Lord already fattened your mind up too, you know, to do these things in Babylon to His chosen, you know. The Lord's the one that put, you know, the thoughts in your mind to make the nukes, these weapons.
Isaiah 54.
God, you know, he the one that put that thought in your mind, not you. You didn't think of that. The Lord put it in your mind to do it, because once again, the Lord loves competition.
Right.
Which you guys are going to lose.
Yeah. Miserably, because the scriptures say in Revelation 18 that it's going to be done in an hour. But in that hour, don't you think the Lord wants a little bit of amusement from you Edomites? Y'all talking all this hot smack, man. He wants to see something. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, it's just Him just making another antagonist just so He can show His power. So the protagonist can show his power. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, because you're talking about the pride. So this is Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. That's right. The pride in thy heart have deceived thee. I mean, you got spiritual cataracts because your pride has developed that cataracts in your eyes for you not to see that you stand no chance against Yahweh Shem Shai and His legions of angels in the elect 144. You stand no chance.
Okay.
Okay? And it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. And we understand who that is. That's Esau. Because what? Genesis 36, was that Genesis 36 and 8? Mount Seir is Edom. Okay? Even when you read Deuteronomy, the first chapter, it goes into the people who dwelt there first, which were the Horims. Okay? Matter of fact, we can get it just super quick. You know?
With the Genesis?
No, Deuteronomy.
God, I do have that Genesis, you know, just in case you wanted me to bring it out for you right quick.
Give me one. Yeah, bring that out while I get that.
God, this is Genesis 36:8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau's Edom.
There you go. There Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. Esau's Edom. Mount Seir. It's a mount. Okay. So this is Deuteronomy 2:12. The Horims who dwelt in Seir, Mount Seir, before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them, meaning they took over that plot of land. Okay. In Obadiah, verse 3, it says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock." Okay. You dwell in the clefts of the rock, Seir. But there was someone who was there before you. And we know through history that Esau likes to take on names of other people. The Ottoman Turks, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm an American. No, bro, you an Edomite, damn it. You know what I'm saying?
They call themselves Caucasians.
They call themselves Caucasians.
Caucasus Mountains, which is Mount Seir.
There you go. Caucasus Mountains, which is in modern day Georgia. Okay, over there on the other side, not here, Georgia, on the other side of the earth. You gotta say that because there'll be some sentences out there. But
where's that? What, in Rome?
No,
not Rome.
It's over there in like the Asian Minor area.
Come.
So it says the Horims dwelt in Mount Seir before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them. That's right. So like I said, they like to take on names. And when you look up the word Horim, guess what it means, bro? We're gonna get it real quick. Look at there. It means cave dweller. So therefore, they took on the name cave dweller. So it says, Obadiah, the 3rd verse again, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, because you took it from the Horims, or the Horite, like you see right here, the inhabitants of Mount Seir, the inhabitants of Edom, so therefore you're a cave dweller." All right, so therefore Obadiah is correct when he says, "Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks." Okay, and it says, "Whose habitation is high," a mountain is high. Okay, a cleft. If you're living in a cleft of a rock, you're probably somewhere on the side of a mountain. Okay, I'm speaking literally in today's term in these high rises. "That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" And guess what? That's not a rhetorical question, because we're about to answer it right now. Yahweh Shemiah Shai is about to bring your ass down to the ground. Okay?
Since you want to compete.
Since you want to compete and make this a competition, which is definitely not no competition.
Since you want to take his chosen, put him in this shithole, even though it's, a part of the curses.
Yep.
And since you want to shoot lasers at chariots, that's proven right there, you started this whole thing.
Yep.
And he's going to come back and devour you, Esau.
Yep.
And your other nations.
We require your blood, man. Yahweh Shemiah Shai requires your blood, So with that, I hope you're edified about, the Valley of Jehoshaphat being synonymous with Armageddon, which Armageddon is the gathering of the troop in Valley of Jehoshaphat, is where the gathering of the troop is going to be judged by who? The omnipotent power, Yahweh, who's going to send Yahweh Shai and his legions of angels. And we went into the definition of the word judge and gather to bring it full circle into full light, And we brought out Revelation 17 to clarify that in that valley of decision, when all in Armageddon, when those troops are gathered, there ain't gonna be no fight. The Lamb is gonna overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Or overtake them. But you got the last words, brother.
God, I only got 5 words. Esau, you ain't gonna win. Simple as that. But once again, I want to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom.
All right, Shalom.